no matter what. Have feeling great.
Hello and welcome to Godlywood Studio and to Light of Knowledge. We have been discussing on relationships and we have seen how relationships are very important and how to maintain it with our own dear and near. Now we will look at other dimensions of relationships. And as usual, we have Rupa Behenji with us in the studio to take us through this discussion. Let us welcome her. Rupa Behenji, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We have seen what relationships are with human beings, with our dear and near. And we have seen how important it is to keep nice relationship. But what are other dimensions of relationships which we usually are not aware of?
In human existence, we are related to human beings from the birth itself. And in the journey of life, it is quite wise that we maintain as much as possible positive relationship. Because anywhere, even in one relationship, there is strain and there is conflict that may affect all other relations also. And in this relation, I would like to share that if at all we want to continue all the relationship, maybe some are very close, some are okay, yet we should have positive energy with each and every relation so that our mind cannot be under stress or some kind of negative feelings whenever we see that person. For that, we should have pure love with everybody without any condition. This is one part of relation.
See, Benji, unconditional love is a much talked about subject. But coming into practical relationships, we all think the other person also should behave in a way which is desirable to me. So then unconditional aspect actually is not working. So how to bring this very important aspect into our life?
See, here one thing I remember, when I walk in the morning, a known person coming in front of me, if that person is having little egocentric attitude, it is not that because he is a gentleman, so I am talking to him. But I say hello, good morning, how are you, because I am a gentleman. Whether he responds in the same way or not, that is the second choice. But I should be positive first with relationship. I should not expect because I said good morning, I should also get the same reply. So this continues once, twice, thrice. After few days, then you see the other person will say, oh, this person is coming. Immediately he will say hello, good morning to me. So he is ready to say good morning, hello. But
I
till
think
that time you have to wait.
we will have to prepare our mind that however is the behavior of the person in front of me, still I will give rather than expecting. It is coming down to the same point which
You
we discussed.
give and it is sure that you will receive. This is very logic point to understand. But what is the problem with the individual is while giving we are expecting. It is sure that we get, but maybe passage of time differs. Till that time we need little patience and acceptance and going on doing the same with positive energy.
But we do get complaints that I have given a lot and still I am not receiving. What is going wrong?
That's
Is there
because maybe we are not giving with whole heart. It is not possible that if we are giving we don't get. Possibly where we are giving we may not get from the same person, we may be getting from other side also.
I see.
So that we should enjoy.
So it is not necessary that the person whom we are giving need not necessarily give something back in return.
He may, but sometimes we have restrictions and the way we want we are expecting. That may not happen. So then we think, oh, nothing I am getting. So that's where we have to be little flexible with the relationship. That's why in previous episode also I said the acceptance as they are, which will not make me feel troubled minded. Otherwise we always think I have given respect so much, I have loved this person so much, I didn't get the same. Maybe my giving is they are receiving, and when I am giving, I should see my attitude towards that person. So it should not become like a business.
So, what is the right attitude behind giving? You said even in giving, we will have to be very careful because the right
See,
intention should be
So
there.
in this regard, let us turn towards the nature. We have relationship with nature.
Of course.
So without nature's resources, we can't exist in the
Never,
world.
never.
And what is the quality of nature? It simply gives and gives and gives and gives, right? I see many times so beautiful flowers on the green grass, simply smiles, whether we stamp it or we take it and put it to the any temple, or we keep on our head, or we just appreciate, or we don't appreciate, but it just smiles. Whenever sun rises, you see so many flowers gets blossomed. Who appreciates that? There are people who are lovers of nature, really they appreciate, that's another thing. But otherwise also, nature is simply giving. And when the nature can do that much, we human beings having intellect, having thinking power, and we are also having our own ability and level of energies, why can't we simply give? And we hold our energy with that expectation. And it's so nice, simply you give, you feel happy. This we have to experiment in our life. Not just the matter of hearing or listening. You do from today. Okay, a person who didn't like you, you just start loving him in your mind. You don't go and say, I love you, he won't accept. If you just give positive feelings, yes, I accept him as he is, I have forgiven. Pass that feelings and thoughts. After few days, you see there is a very sweet change. What is the change we can expect? He may not become immediately your best friend. At least the troubled thoughts, which is giving me some kind of conflict in my mind, or some kind of stress in my mind, that will be stopped. Because from that side, no negative feelings will touch my mind.
Benji, from what you are saying, what I understand is, in any troubled relationships, any one person need to take the initiative.
Definitely.
But who will take the initiative is the question.
Here, the one who is powerful than other one, little better than other one, little stronger than other one, for which I would like to share one more beautiful relationship which each and every individual has to experience, the relationship with the divine. Let's say the Almighty Father. Knowingly, unknowingly, we are all related and we all remember Him. But only the thing is, are we really experiencing the real relationship with Him, or blindly we are calling Him?
But how God actually has been considered as a concept for many years. But now we are giving this godly knowledge. How does the difference apply here? How can we connect to God? Can we see Him face to face? Can we talk to Him? Can we have a relationship as we are having with a human being?
Absolutely, it is possible, because God is not just a concept. God is not just a imagination. Not even it is a dream or illusion. Almighty is an existing living energy. And therefore, every individual would like to search and take his shelter. And many times you see, many devotees have experienced in various ways, whether they have belief with wisdom or not, but even sometimes a belief with Almighty with pure heart gives the response. There are so many examples in Path of Bhakti devotees. They have surrendered their life to godly, maybe different types of service, and where they wanted to spend their whole time in His prayers or bhajans or serving in various ways. But here, maybe that is not possible for everybody. And those who have reached that state of devotion, many people just appreciate them. Like Bhakt Meera, Bhakt Kanakdasa, or Sant Tukaram. There are so many in that way. See, there is one example, a blind man, Surdas. It's a well-known story and a real story. When he reached the temple and he wanted to sing song in the love of God, whomever he was believing, but he was blind. So every day in that temple there was decoration to that statue of Lord, and people wanted to test him whether he is really blind, because every day what he used to sing, the bhajan, devotional song, was the same decoration what it was done to the statue on that day. So people who were listening, he will be singing the color dress which was adorned on that day. So they got a doubt whether he is acting blind or really blind. So one day what happened, that Pujari, who is a priest, he thinks today I will not decorate anything. He keeps the statue as it is, without any colorful dress or flowers decorated, nothing. On the day when Surdas comes and sits to sing a song, a bhajan, a prayer song, he says, I am seeing you today as you are, without any decoration. So that is the real devotion, where even God gives the response to a person who has real devotion, whether we see him or know him as he is. But whatever the way we believe, even prayers are responded.
Benji, but there are two things. This type of devotion is considered as tedious effort.
In today's generation, of course, because that's like deeper loveful state of consciousness, where a person is merged in the love of God in whichever form he would like to imagine, and that is the same image he may get in the visions also, and he loved to believe that that is the form of God. But for a common man to have constant relationship with him, we need an accurate identity, introduction, and awareness. Okay, so when I think I can meet God, for most of the people, they believe it is not possible for everybody. Because even saints and people who are like devoted people who have struggled, and it is like tedious, as you said, that is because we kept God somewhere beyond, unreachable, and it's very difficult to see him and very difficult to come in face to face. So it is something that someone can meet, and maybe we are not able to. And here I would like to share, when I say God, he is our Father. That's why I say, oh Father who is in heaven.
So you
We
mean
pray.
to say that we can have a relationship as we have with humans, with God, through the help of this godly knowledge.
Awareness, a right identity is necessary. So when in the previous episodes we could understand the point that we are not this body but immaterial soul. So when we say God, he is the Father of that immaterial soul. That is how we can relate.
So learning this godly knowledge will enable anyone, irrespective of which caste he belongs to, which creed he belongs to have a direct and fruitful relationship with God.
Definitely, because caste, creed, religion, and existence of different forms, this is related to the material body. But I see you in the form of a point of light who is residing in the center of the forehead. Irrespective of
Benji,
your dress code or appearance or what area of the part of the area you are born or which country you are born, this is all related to the physical existence. But in this physical body, we have understood there is an immaterial soul, and that is related to the Supreme. So with this connection, every individual is having a right to meet him, a right to know him.
I think, Benji, what you say really makes sense. And if it is true that this godly knowledge can actually connect people with God, then I think everyone should find some time regularly to
And
learn.
this will also result in maintaining good relation with humans. This is most important. Today we have disconnected our intellectual relation with the Supreme Father. Therefore, there is so much of chaos and confusion with human relations. And also we can maintain positive relationship with nature. This interconnected.
Benji, that you put it in a very beautiful way, this relationship, how it is connected, each and every dimension is actually interconnected. And I think today we have received a very good in-depth outlook of how to keep our relationships intact. And now I think it is time for the question from the public. So we directly move on to the question.
My name is Akshit Singh and I am from Abrod, and I am studying in HGI International and in 10th standard. My question is that why peace is important in our studies. Everyone say that peace is important in studies, but I have heard that many people study through in sound also. But why the only peace? Everyone say that peace is important, then you can study well. I don't think so. So I had a question that why it is important.
Benji, I think that question is very interesting because we have now people who think that peace is really not important. Because a lot of youngsters say, I put earplugs and listen to music while I am studying. So for them, peace is not a very important word. So what do you have to say about this?
Actually, he is relating to peace itself. In my school days, I had a habit of listening music and studying whole night. The reason is so that outside sounds will not be audible to me, and this soothing music will allow me to concentrate there. In return, my mind is peaceful while listening to the soothing music, so that I am reading and also observing, and that was really a good experience. So it is individual ability. Sometimes we see the sound makes sometimes a silent experience, but it depends on what type of music, what type of sound it is. As I was sharing my own experience, before exams I used to study whole night. At that time, night time some kind of voice comes in the nature, no? So that is like fearful. It creates fear in our mind. So to avoid that, what I used to do, I used to play music.
What kind of music?
Very
you
silent
play?
music or melodious songs even, and that was giving good effect for me, by which I was able to concentrate. It's nothing wrong in that. So peaceful atmosphere is not a fearful atmosphere. Or sometimes you see jumping drums voice, that kind of sound may not be so helpful for our concentration. And what that question asked by a student, it means once I have even a sound around, if I am able to concentrate on my studies, I need not go in search of peace. That's the point.
And I think there is one more hidden dimension in that question. How far will we rely on artificial enhancements to study?
As far as possible, it's better to keep our individual strength to be unaffected by the external situations or sound or whatever it may. And if I am focused with one angle, then it is natural that I am not affected by the sounds or people around anything. And see, many students, okay, peaceful atmosphere. How many students, how many children are getting nowadays peaceful atmosphere? Even in my house, attached to another apartment, I can keep my TV switched off and radio switched off, or people I can ask to be silent. But attached to my home, there are another people who will be switched on TV louder voice. Then I cannot request them. So today with overpopulation, it's very difficult to avoid all the sound pollution. Let me say the word sound pollution, which is disturbing. It is good that if we can have a focus on our level of concentration, and if I have that much, that means already you have peace, and you need not go for in search of peace. So that's why I say peace is not outside.
I
Peace
think we will
is
have to create that
within
atmosphere
ourselves.
inside ourselves so
Yes.
that we are not affected by
Yes.
whatever is happening in the
Yes. See,
outside
it
world.
is a comfortable zone within ourselves. Peace is not when everything is silent outside. Still, I have a peaceless thought means my mind will be talking too much to me. So that's why it is well said, when I am peace, for me, there is peace in the world. That's what God also teaches here. Individually, everybody please learn to be in peace. When I create peace in myself, then you become an instrument to create peace in the world. So peace doesn't start from the world.
That's
outside.
a beautiful statement, I think. When I become peaceful, I become an instrument to create peace. I think we will have to look into ourselves a little bit deeper and practice something. Does the practice of meditation help in bringing that silence inside? How far?
Absolutely, because meditation first step is to think about yourself as a peaceful soul, because thought is very important. Though I am not experiencing peace, but first you have to allow your mind to think positive thought. And thought itself creates a comfortable zone slowly. And that is the very basic practice in Rajyoga meditation in Brahma Kumaris we learn and also share with others. Because many people doesn't believe it is their possibility of experiencing peace in ourselves. We cannot remain peacefully for even few minutes. That is the common belief with each and everybody. But here God teaches you yourself.
And I think, Behenji, the issues in our mind, the problems we have, that also creates a problem in experiencing peace. Because when I have an issue in mind, only thoughts related to that issue will come to my mind.
Each and every issue, wherever you want to find out the solution, again you will search for peacefulness. Because in peace emerges the solution. So if you want solution in any of the area, any of the issue, try to go to your inner self, to the depth of yourself and stillness. Be there for few minutes and you see the answers will come. That's why we have to practice to be in that peaceful state of mind.
In Behenji, it is time now for our virtue, attitude and reflection part. So what is today's attitude and today's virtue that we are going to reflect on?
Today we shall have the attitude of showing concern to our fellow beings, whether they are directly related or indirectly, or they are blood relation or friends or whoever it may be. We are all human beings, children of one Supreme Almighty. If that concept is there in our mind, then showing concern is a very basic attitude which will help to maintain relationship. And for that, the virtue that we have to adopt in our life is faith or trust. Trust, because as much we trust others, they come closer to us. And that's how relation becomes more smoother.
Since trust and communication are the building blocks of any relationship, I think this virtue which you have given just now, we all will have to practice this and take it to the next level.
Why I told about the attitude of concern, many relations breaks just because one person has not shown the concern to them. A word of appreciation, word of feeling sympathy to somebody, word of just sharing, okay, is that so, you are unhappy, you are painful. Though that pain cannot be taken and we are not able to put in our pocket, yet showing concern, yes, we are there with you. This much is enough for them to come back to their confident level.
Behenji, can we have a 2-minute reflection on this attitude and virtue?
Sit in a comfortable position. Focus yourself in the center of your forehead, in between two eyebrows, where the light of self resides. the immortal entity of energy, I, the soul being in this body, having different relations. I respect each and every relation as an important relation in my life journey. As I trust myself, I keep trust in each and every individual. Whatever they are doing their level best, it is appreciable. I don't comment, I don't condition, but just allow myself to show concern about them with words of appreciation. As I have faith and love concerned to myself, I am existing in this world because of the help of nature's resources: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. I respect all these 5 elements and also thanks. I give lot of respect and thanks to these 5 elements for helping me to live in this universe with great comfort, and constantly I pass positive feelings towards all the elements surrounded in this universe. Being the child of Almighty, I am so happy that I am very close to Him, and I remember this awareness all the time while walking, while talking, while acting. I hold this thought in my mind: I am a child of Supreme Father. With this awareness, I feel very confident and filled with feelings of love, peace, and happiness. Om Shanti.
Thanks a lot, Behenji, for today's experience. As usual, it was a spiritual journey we have taken today. And thanks a lot for coming to studio and sharing all these wonderful experiences with our viewers. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
And so, friends, today also it has been a nice experience. To me, it was a wonderful spiritual experience every episode. I hope it is the same for you as well. Light of knowledge is such a topic where our problems can be answered. New light can be thrown into those dark areas which is still there in the mind. So keep along. And if you have any queries, any suggestions, please don't hesitate to ring up or email to us. Until we meet in the next episode, it is a goodbye from all of us in studio. Thank you very much.